Today's video can be summarized in just 3 words. Tesla, Tesla, Tesla. If you are either a fan of Tesla or a hater, today's show is for you. We got some massive updates from Tesla, massive news coming out of places we didn't know existed. China, Bitcoin, and Connecticut of all places. Yes, I just said Connecticut. I'm not lying. Trust me, this is about to get wild. Now, before we get started, before we start talking about Tesla, let me just say hello. My name is Tom. If this is your first time on this channel, you should know I used to be an actual senior financial analyst. Now I'm a full-time YouTuber here to talk to you about the financial world, economics, the stock market, and of course today, Tesla. And if you're a regular on this channel, you know I don't like you to smash, like, click, none of that nonsense. Just listen up. We have some insane news coming out about Tesla, and the first piece of news is actually about Bitcoin. Elon promised, Elon delivered, right? You remember when Elon bought all that shitload of Bitcoin a while ago, and he basically said, well, we're not just doing it to hedge against inflation. We're actually going to set up a whole system where people would be able to purchase our cars, our automobiles, with Bitcoin. And lo and behold, Elon delivers. Now, if you live in the US and you go to the Tesla homepage and you try to purchase a Model 3, you'll see that you have an option to pay with Bitcoin, not just actual cash, which is pretty cool, pretty innovative. And I think it does a lot of good in legitimizing and making Bitcoin more mainstream. That's really good. However, if you really ask my opinion as far as the long-term effects of that, I don't really see a lot. I mean, Tesla and Elon have a tendency to shoot Bitcoin through the roof whenever they mention that name. So probably this latest news will send Bitcoin through the roof again temporarily. And since I don't speculate on anything and I don't buy shit just to sell them a week later, I honestly couldn't care less. Beyond the fact that getting a car with Bitcoin seems to be one of the stupidest deals a human being can make, or an alien or a unicorn for that matter. You're essentially buying a depreciating asset, which is a car by definition, loses a lot of its value in the first couple of years, with an appreciating asset, which is Bitcoin, which gains value every single year. It seems like a bad deal. At this point, you'd probably be better off using cash to pay for that vehicle, because then you're replacing a depreciating asset that loses its value due to inflation with another heavily depreciative asset. And that's just my thoughts on that. Beyond the fact, with these interest rates, you can probably get like 1.5%, 2% APR and get that shit for free out of a lot. Why not? Even though I don't think Tesla really have lots. I think they just, deliver the cars to your home or whatever. I mean, who knows? I wish I had a Tesla. But having said that, you shouldn't discount the historical effects of this. I mean, if you actually buy a Tesla with Bitcoin, or even if you just put the $100 down payment with Bitcoin, you get to be one of the first people in history to purchase a Tesla with Bitcoin, which is also very valuable, at least for some people. I think even for me, I might do that if I ever get a Tesla. Who knows? Now, whatever you decide to do, I fully stand behind you or in front of you or to the side of you, whatever you prefer. Moving on to the second item of business. In today's video, we're going to talk about land and a lot of it. According to the Tesmanian.com, Tesla is moving on up. So the Tesla Gigafactory in Shanghai is apparently expanding. Tesla, reportedly, according to the site, is about to buy 450 square meters of land right next to the Gigafactory for expansion, according to the website, for their new $25,000 car, Model 2, whatever you want to call it. I don't think it has an official name yet. According to their sources, that's going to cost them about $1 billion, including erecting the building, and is supposedly intended for the new car that they're going to build, the $25,000 car, which is commonly referred to as the Model 2, even though I personally hate that name, but whatever. It seems to indicate a lot about the timeline of this $25,000 car. If they're buying the land right now, we're probably going to see it on the roads probably within 24 to 36 months. That's my guess, but it shows me that this is actually moving along. Now, that piece of news actually sits nicely with the third piece of news, which is basically Elon coming out and saying a lot of interesting things about China. So as you know, the China sales for Tesla, even though they haven't really started, have gone through the roof already. They're about 20% of Tesla revenues coming from China, but it's growing at over 120% per year. Elon just did a state-sponsored interview to one of those state-sponsored, communist TV stations, essentially saying, well, we really love China. We think China is going to be the biggest economy in the world. And China is going to be our biggest market for automobiles manufacturing and sales. So we're going to be selling our biggest amount of cars here, and we're going to be producing the biggest amount of cars here in China. Now, he said it a few days ago after one of these conventions about the China development, whatever. Now, here is the thing. What do I think about it? So there's certainly a lot of politics here that you can't take for face value. And in case you haven't been watching the news, Elon Musk was literally shit tested by the Chinese government just a few days ago. He had to get up on stage, essentially pledge allegiance, say, well, we're not going to be working with the US government to spy after Chinese people. Don't worry, we're a private company. And it seems that whatever kiss-assing going on in this kind of interview, it seems to go along with that. Elon is just trying to play nice with the Chinese government. Does Elon really think that China will be the biggest economy in the world? Who knows? Also, who cares? It doesn't really matter. What matters is I think that the second part of his statement, the fact that China is going to be their biggest market as far as sales and production, which I think he fully means. Because China, you have to understand this thing. First of all, it's massive. The labor is significantly cheaper than in the West still, even though they went up a lot in their payment requirements and social benefits and all that good stuff. They're still cheaper than in the West. But beyond the fact, it's a really untapped market as far as vehicles. China, as big as it is, it's not as saturated for new vehicles on the roads, not to mention the fact that the Chinese government are actually playing ball with Elon's plan. By requiring 20 to 25%, don't remember the number, of EV vehicles sold by 2025, the Chinese government is priming their country to be Tesla's biggest destination. I think it's a win-win for both of them. That's why when I hear people say, well, the Chinese government is going to cock-block Tesla, why would they? They need Tesla more than Tesla literally needs China. I think Tesla is such an important impact on China as far as taxation, employment, as well as other benefits that they're going to bring in as far as legitimizing China. China doesn't want to lose Elon. Elon doesn't want to lose China. It's a perfect marriage. They will never split up. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Who knows? Now, this has been a quick update. None of the fluff, just the information. If you enjoy this, click the... No, don't click nothing. I'm just kidding. You thought I'm going to hit the like again. No. I'll see you guys in the next video.